Welcome back to the Marvel Movie Minute, a daily podcast which we disassemble a film from the Marvel Cinematic Universe into 1-minute segments and then examine it in obsessive and occasionally hilarious detail. I'm Kyle Olson from the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society podcast.
In the MCU justice system, beloved characters are observed by two separate yet equally important groups: the fans who watch movies and the hardcore nerds who disassemble their actions in minute-by-minute detail. These are their stories. Hi, I'm Rob Cabasco. Hello, Kyle. If you would so please, I would like to introduce Exhibit A. Kinetic energy.
Okay.
The kinetic energy of an object is the energy that it possesses due to its motion. It is defined as the work needed to accelerate a body of given mass from rest to stated velocity. It gains that energy and then it can do something with it. There is an actual thing in warfare called kinetic kill vehicles. These differ from conventional missiles in that these are not equipped necessarily with a warhead. Their destructive capability is provided by the delivery to a target using a considerable load of kinetic energy. The hit to kill or kinetic energy technology approach is based on the fact that when one object strikes another object at high speeds, a tremendous amount of destructive energy is released. Court will now adjourn until later in this minute. Thank you.
I thought there'd be another chung chung.
No. Oh, wait. There we go. Thank you.
It's close. Things are getting litigious here.
Yes.
At minute 110 of Iron Man 2 from 2010, directed by Mr. Jon Favreau. And we're going to pick up where we left off, which is Pepper is still standing on the porch where she didn't have a confrontation with Whiplash, where he didn't try and strangle her and then was defeated by a nanoball. That didn't happen, people. Don't even need to think about it. She's really just standing there.
Don't forget the mouthful of whipped cream, too.
Oh, the mouthful of whipped cream. That's right. No whipped cream at all. But we cut from her, like, looking out over the destruction and possibly the end of her time as CEO. And we go back to Hammer Industries because we have a mea culpa because we actually thought that this happened earlier on. But
this was me.
It actually happens there. Yeah, it actually happens now.
Here.
So Natasha, who is still monitoring everything, she's still like watching everything on the screens because she realizes that no one she was supposed to find is actually here, but she still wants to be helpful. We're trying to get over the fact that her entire fight scene was pointless because nobody was at actually Hammer Industries. She did. She helped. She got. Thank you for retconning. I know.
Panel.
And they figured that out. I think they figured that out in the reshoots where they're like, "Hey, maybe we should just not have it be entirely futile that Black Widow gets dressed up and kicks a bunch of guys and punches that poor soldier in the balls."
Well,
so Natasha says, "Heads up, you got one more drone incoming. This one looks different. The repulsor signature is significantly higher," and so we see it, and it's cruising too. Like we see the new designation on it, and it's going fast. And so, once again, hey Natasha, thanks for the 2 seconds of notice, because then all of a sudden he's there. Like if you could have seen him coming in the whole time, he wasn't that fast. So then we see a suited figure come and land, boom, in the garden. Like you see his metal legs and everything. Like, it's Iron Monger. Oh wait, I'm sorry, it's not Iron Monger. But it's another guy in a suit. So we have similarly powered hero and villain fighting it out. It must be Marvel. So Ivan stands there, and then actually the helmet goes back, and oh my gosh, everybody, it's Ivan! What a twist! Nobody expected this to happen. But what he says is, "Good to be back." Which, if you remember, all the way back to I think it was minute 2. That's what Tony Stark said when he landed on the stage, and then it assembled and turned around, and he said, "It's good to be back." Because okay, we are same. We are same, you and I. We are two sides of coin.
Do you know what should have happened here?
What should have happened here?
Is when the suit, the helmet came back and he said, "It's good to be back."
Mm-hmm.
A tiny mechanical bird should have appeared right on his shoulder. That would have been... dude, you had time to do all this?
Sure.
You had time to make a little mechanical bird and be like, oh, for crying out.
I love the fact that he designed the helmet so it could fit his top knot.
Yeah. You see that? Well, he looks... So the first time that I had seen this, when that reveal comes of his face, his hair it's combed, like it looks great, right?
Yeah.
Like it's almost like a different character. He's cleaned himself
up. It's almost
up,
like
right?
This was shot like 6 months later.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
That's right. Because of what we talked.
Right.
That's what happened.
So
this is all reshoot.
Yep.
Oh, he looks much healthier and much nicer.
Right.
Okay. There we go. That explains that. Gotcha.
Okay. So Rhodey has once again mastered the understatement. Said, "This ain't gonna be good."
No, it's not.
And then we get to see the whips. So then from the suit uncoils these two things. Sha-cha. We can see that I'm trying to describe them without it's sounding incredibly dirty, Rob, but I just don't know how to do it.
Oh no.
So they're girthier. they're bigger and
they're
longer,
they're thicker,
and thicker.
They're thicker. They're more impressive.
Ropier.
They're okay. Now hold on. We may have went too far.
You see what I'm saying? It's different. I mean,
well, wait, and we should say, what is this, Kyle?
Yes,
it's the Whiplash armor Mark II.
Yes, it's true. I guess the endoskeleton, the sort of like the ones that you could hide underneath some travel togs, then this is the version 2. That's right. And so it's two guys in suits fighting.
Okay. Wait, just a couple things that, okay, obviously, yes, this devolved. Well, look, this is a reshoot. This is what we came up with. We'll get into this.
Yeah, just one comparative to what it was originally.
Oh, absolutely.
Huge improvement.
No, huge improvement.
But, this is the exact same thing that happened at the end of Iron Man 1, except that now Rhodey's there, too.
Well, Rhodey's there, and whips.
And
there's
whips. They're girthier, Rob.
They look tough. Okay, one thing I do want to add, though, based on us talking earlier in a few minutes ago about the samurai inspiration here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, true.
It is fully realized in the Whiplash Mark II armor.
Yes.
He's even got his lower half. It's like right out of a movie. A samurai movie. They went all in on this, and I don't think you normally see this because, again, it's dark, and this suit doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
Okay, but putting that all together from a design perspective, nicely done.
I guess.
Well done.
I don't know. I don't like this design, I guess, is part of the problem. Like,
I'm trying.
Already, just like this is the critique of Marvel movies starts here, and it goes right up through WandaVision, which is the climax of a Marvel movie is two people of very similar powers having a big CGI fight. And this is and right up at the end of WandaVision, two guys, very similar powers, fighting in the climax. And yes.
Like Black Panther?
Yeah.
That was my wrong. That was the wrong selection.
You can make the case that it's not always, but that was not the right example to use.
I intentionally did that for community.
Yeah, exactly. Because that's my pretty much my only critique of Black Panther is that. But yeah, so it all starts here, and I do not like the design of this suit. I wish it was clunkier. I wish that it looked more like a drone, like a hammer drone that had been converted. Because it looks like the Iron Monger armor with whips. Like so you've got okay, take a look at Iron Man next to War Machine, iterations of the same suit,
right,
but very different. And then you look at like what Whiplash's suit is, and it's just another suit. Like it doesn't have a significant thing. I didn't need him to spray paint it green like it is in the comics or purple.
Right.
I don't need all that. I don't need it to be all that stuff. But it just looks so utilitarian and blah, and I think a lot of that is because they had to come up with a design really fast. They're like, we need something now. It's like one of these like mad dash in ILM of somebody's like, or like get Andy Park and Ryan Mannerling on the phone and get them to draw as fast as they possibly can. Like, and so this is probably like second draft because they had to just get it out.
Okay,
because the guys needed to render it. They needed to put it in the thing.
Can I make a suggestion of what they could have done?
Please.
What if he, in making this suit, wanted to give a big tribute to his homeland of Russia and used the primary Russian color to colorize the suit with, which also would have served
for the Crimson Dynamo connection.
Exactly.
Yes. Just make it even burgundy. Like, don't have it be like stoplight red, but just that it's like even rust.
Right.
You know? Right. But I guess, when you look at this thing, the whole point of the Whiplash when he first shows up is that he's fast. And so to have him be in a big clunky suit of armor, it's just like, why don't you just have it like that the armor he designed is like form fitting.
Oh,
but it is Mickey Rourke's. He's basically built like a boxer.
But now part of this is the design of this, because there is some information you can check out the wikis that have the Mark II information.
Yeah.
A lot of this is due to the thicker, higher throbbing whips, because they have
pulsating.
There's a lot of things pulsating. Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know when we were going to hit our 14-year-old episode.
But here we are.
Yeah. This is it.
Not at minute 114, at minute 110.
No, that's the theory behind this. The reason why the suit is what it is because the whips are faster and more powerful, and he can do all this stuff. I'll admit it's not great.
It's not great.
No.
Yeah, I'm really
better than what it could have been.
Better. The ending is better than it could have been. But like, I'm still not a big fan of this design. I think I wish they had more time and were able to do something a little bit more distinctive. And even if you're going to do this, take the Crimson Dynamo sort of look and then like retrofit it to that. So then you have both sides and you have that thing. But I don't know. Two guys.
But you know what though?
Yeah.
Here's the deal.
Yeah. Because
the next thing that happens.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Let's talk about it. So Rhodey.
Court is back in session.
We're back in session. So Rhodey says, I got something special for this guy. I'm going to bust his bunker with the ex-wife.
Which is
and Tony says,
cornball phrase.
With the what? And you see Rhodey's left shoulder, actually we see the big shoulder pad things he has. Well, now we know why. Because in one of them is a small rocket launcher. So you see the pieces come up and open up, and you get to see that. And remember the ex-wife that we talked about this, the bunker buster, like the huge amount of explosive in a very small container that Justin Hammer made a big thing. It's his Mona Lisa. This is his pièce de résistance. Like this is the ultimate in Hammer Tech, the thing he's most pleased of. The cover art for this very episode is me holding the ex-wife.
Yeah.
People keep thinking, tell me it's a cigar. It's not. It's the ex-wife. That is how significant this is. So Rhodey aims it, arms it, aims it, fires it. Ivan doesn't even flinch. It flies across the room, bounces off his chest, splashes into the little stream, and makes a fart noise. And is it? Am I like making a joke about fart noise? No. In the commentary, Jon Favreau says, "Yes, that is a fart noise, and if you don't like it, then you need to get over yourself." Essentially, I'm not quoting, but they literally put in a fart noise.
Okay, so then let me add a third defendant. Well, no, a third.
Oh, okay.
It's not defend. We're defending Justin Hammer. I'm going to do it. This is what it's going to take.
Hit us.
Let me remind everyone, going back to an earlier minute when Justin Hammer introduced this. What is this? This is a kinetic kill Sidewinder with a secondary, and I can't say the big word, it's cyclotrimethylene RDX burst.
Right.
It is designed to be fired from long ranges, and its kinetic energy allows it to penetrate armored targets. It then detonates a force equivalent to that of C4 as RDX's main component of C4, the C4 explosive. It is essentially a miniaturized dual-stage smart bunker buster with a high explosive yield. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say this to you right now. Mm-hmm. I know this was done for comedic effect.
Sure.
Mr. Favreau,
yeah.
That's what you call yourself. I know this is really done well, right? I understand, Hammer technology, whatever. No, Justin Hammer is not the idiot. Tony Stark, Colonel Rhodes, you are the idiots. Because you didn't use the weapon in the way it was designed to be fired. Thank you.
Yes. Court is adjourned.
Right?
Did you rest your case?
Well, I don't know if defense. I don't know if defense. Am I defending Justin Hammer? Am I prosecuting? I don't know.
He's out of order. You're out of order.
I mean, right?
Yeah. You're absolutely right. And I had the same note because I found online someone had actually done sort of a nerdy deep dive into the technology and said, no, it's not supposed to be fired from a still position. Like, it's in the same way that every time I see in a movie where you have like let's say a Hulk type character who like rips a missile off the wing of a plane that's sitting there and throws at somebody and explodes, I'm like, that's not how missiles work. Like, it's not that. Isn't like somebody in a forklift bumps into a missile and it explodes. There's a whole process. It has to be armed and all that stuff. So yeah, basically this thing is supposed to be fired like from a moving vehicle. Like, it's supposed to be going at speed. It's not just like a hand grenade.
Right.
Yeah. So like it wasn't that Justin Hammer's technology is crappy. It's that Rhodey used it wrong.
Right. Well, I mean, kind of that's what it is. And I love, by the way, the design of this launcher is really cool.
Yeah.
With the lighting.
But if he was like flying over the city at full speed and took it, armed it, and then let it go down, it would have, taken out it would have taken out Whiplash in an alternate ending, but it would have taken out like the whole building. It would have detonated if it was actually armed and shot and used properly.
Well, and I think they had a basic understanding of this because, I mean, yes, it's a cool looking launcher, but you can see it. It's rotating. It's spinning the missile before it fires it.
Yeah.
It's creating additional motion.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way this works. Yeah.
I get it. I get the joke. I mean, like, it's like, haha, Hammer technically, but like, we've actually seen that Hammer is currently the number one weapons manufacturer in the world. Like, the idea isn't that he's a hack. I mean, the thing is, he's not Tony Stark.
Right.
I mean, he's just a brilliant weapons manufacturer, not a exoskeleton superhero manufacturer.
Let me just say, this is unfortunate.
Yeah.
I think this is just unfortunate. Mr. Favreau, on you.
I did go to fart noise and I sent it back at you.
I mean, seriously. This is funny. But you're right, though. When you search on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, there's people who've made this.
Yeah. Far more educated people than us have said,
absolutely.
I think if you'll notice.
I would just like to put a shout out to ironman.fandom.com because they had a lot of the great information about not only just the bunker buster missile. I had to think that through. But also just a lot of the information that we've gotten about some of the different weapons here and stuff. It's excellent information for this. So, yeah.
So then as they watch it fizzle out, as the three of them sort of look down and watch it, slowly just fizzle out of the ground, Tony says, Hammer Tech? Rhodey says, yeah.
Wait, and hold on. When he says, yeah, since he can't just lower his head in shame, it's the rocket launcher that lowers in shame.
I'll just see myself out.
Yeah, I'm done. Thank you.
So then Tony says, I got this. And then the battle really begins because then the action kicks off.
Well, and then we go to Tony's his targeting.
That's right. Shoulder rockets. Why not? Yeah, so you see basically that Ivan's got his head exposed. So, all right, there's a pretty good target right there. So that's the first, in the auto targeting that Tony does. That's the first target he puts on, and then the rest of it is sort of around in the chest and stuff too, because that's where his power is coming from. So Tony knows where the vulnerable parts are because this is just a copy of the Iron Man armor.
Right. Hey, one thing to note on this. I think we didn't mention this on the deleted scene of the alternate ending from the previous minute, but something we don't normally get to see is Tony's point of view from the suit. And that's actually a moment where we get right here. You're actually seeing what he's seeing through the helmet display.
That's true.
So that's kind of a neat part.
We were talking about that, and then they answered it.
Right.
And then so he then lets loose on the missiles, and immediately the helmet goes up and blocks and everything too. And basically, Whiplash knows his armor and he knows he can take it. So basically, he just like lets the missiles hit it, and explode, and do nothing. And then just like we see him repeat the move that we had seen before, and he gets his whips going and charges up, and then blasts into the ground, and then knocks both of them out, and then the fight is on. So Rhodey begins blasting him with his all the bullets he has left, which I'm surprised he has any bullets left.
Right.
Where the hell is he storing all of these bullets?
Well, remember we've talked about that.
It's but Phantom.
Tech.
Phantom technology. Like he's teleporting bullets back from Edwards Air Force Base. But once again, you think if the missiles did anything, you think your bullets are going to do anything? That's a big no. So Whiplash hits him with one of the whips and actually cuts the Old Painless, the mini cannon, in half. Like the barrel goes flying off in a shower of sparks. And I think he actually catches one of his gauntlets as well. That is then damaged. So then as you see go into Rhodey's POV, something is at 50%. So whatever it was that used to be at full power now, or used to, at full capacity, now is down to 50%. And he says that the cannon is now non-functional.
Offline. We actually see the cannon in red and then the word offline.
Right.
And that's where the minute
ends. Where the minute comes in on Rhodey's face of like, oh, that didn't work at all.
This is not going to be good.
Yeah.
I was right. Oh boy.
So we're back for minute 111, a palindrome, to find out if will Whiplash just use his whips to, play jump rope? I don't know. Well,
let's hope. Let's hope he doesn't do anything else with them. We'll just leave.
Yeah, exactly. We've gone down that road far too far, and we apologize to all our sensitive listeners and high five all of our juvenile ones.
Exactly.
So
we had fart noises. We did. And this always happens.
You know what would be? The worst transition to make out of this would be to shilling for merchandise, but that's exactly what we're going to do because we have our very own Marvel Movie Minute merch. If you liked the adolescent enjoyment you had here, or the deep philosophical conversations, or the court case that was tried in this episode, do celebrate it by buying some merchandise. You can get our very, very beautiful logo on hats, on stickers, on mugs, on pillows, pretty much whatever you want to put it on, we'll put it on for you. And everything you buy, a portion of the proceeds come back to us to help keep the show a-flowing because bandwidth ain't free. So thank you all for listening. I'll be back here for minute 111 as the final fight between the character never referred to as Whiplash in the movie and Iron Man and War Machine continues on, and you don't want to miss it. Enough said.
Bye.